Hello there, it's Tanya Gabrielle, Wealth Astronumerologist, and welcome to your Scorpio full moon forecast happening on April 30th in London, 1:58 a.m., and in the Americas, April 29th, 8:58 p.m. New York and 5:58 p.m. in LA. And this one is quite amazing. First of all, Scorpio is the most intense sign of the zodiac, and the moon will be at 9 degrees in Scorpio while the sun is in 9 degrees Taurus. So this number 9 is the final single digit. It's very deep. It has all the wisdom of the previous 8 digits in that big head at the top of the 9. And it's all about release and letting go. And Scorpio too is very much the same theme. You know, the number 9 governs the 369 triad in numerology. This is the triad of love and compassion and self-expression and creation. And Scorpio is about letting go and finding the root cause of things. There's tremendous transformation when Scorpio is in play. And, you know, it's ruled by Pluto. Pluto is about life, death, rebirth, and going to the unconscious core of any issues. And Scorpio is a water sign, and water always runs deep, right? So Scorpio uncovers what may not be that comfortable. And because it's a fixed sign, and Taurus is a fixed sign, it really will not let go until the goal is reached. And in Scorpio, the goal is to find the truth. So the stinger in Scorpio sometimes, you know, is a little painful, obviously. Sometimes the truth will sting, and that Scorpio stinger wants to go deeper until it gets to the bottom of things. And, you know, with the number 9 and Pluto, endings are covered, endings and rebirth. 9 is the last single digit, as I said, so it signifies the end of one time, one cycle, and the beginning, the bridging of a new beginning. So we have a major heart-centered theme going here, because underlying everything is this number 9, the number of unconditional love. And love is the heart. The heart is the middle chakra from 1 through 7. It's right in the middle. It's your feeling center. So in the Scorpio full moon, you're going to create space for yourself to discover what you want to commit to emotionally and what you need to release in order to make that commitment manifest. Now, there's a couple amazing support transits happening from the universe that are helping us really take advantage of fulfilling our goals. The first is that Chiron moved into Aries just a few days ago and started a brand new 50-year cycle through the zodiac. Aries being the first sign, Chiron, you know, takes it a little over 50 years to go through all the 12 signs. So Chiron governs our healer, our inner healer, any wounds that we have that need to be dressed and addressed. So in this case, you want to have total trust, so faith and trust, and heartfelt intention for this healing to occur. So the healing happens when divine love is invited in to heal, to uplift, to cure. And when you're in that state of openness and trust and prayer, you can create miracles. So that's number 1. Chiron just went into Aries again after 50 years a few days ago. Secondly, Mars formed a conjunction with Pluto on April 26th, just days before this Scorpio full moon. Now, Mars and Pluto are really the co-rulers of Scorpio. Mars being the original ruler before Pluto was discovered last century, and Pluto being the current ruler. So we have a huge Scorpio emphasis here with this conjunction. This is very emotional, very deep, and active around this Scorpio full moon. And again, Pluto rules Scorpio. We always want to see what the ruling planet of the full moon is doing. When the ruling planet Pluto is right next to Mars at 21 degrees, which is the number of truth, it gives extraordinary energy, extraordinary push for success, courage, even obsession with a goal. So, you know, this whole period here is fantastic for moving forward with a goal, with completing something that is really dear to you, dear to your heart. And there's another storyline here that goes even deeper, that's very exciting, and that is that the sun and moon form a harmonious triangle with Saturn. The sun and moon are at 9 degrees, as I said, and Saturn's also at 9 degrees. And the sun forms a trine to Saturn, the moon a sextile to Saturn. So there's this triangle in the heavens that's exactly at 9 degrees. And this triangle just awakens your desire to assert yourself, to persist. It's very much about creative endurance. So you have a tremendous capacity with Saturn anyway to concentrate, right? And so your focus is fired up right now. You can get ahead step by step and build a lasting foundation, and it will leave results that really stand the test of time with Saturn. So you can move forward, you can manifest, knowing that you're putting your energy into something that will be implemented, as long as you're passionately, lovingly, and positively engaged with what your goal is. Because if you are, the universe is going to be there for you and just support you all the way through. Now, here's the thing. The moon in Scorpio puts your energy onto very deep subjects. Scorpio rules money that's owed to you through partnerships or in other ways. So money coming in towards you, sexuality, and life, death, rebirth. And so Saturn helps you take responsibility to the core of those topics in your life. Now, with this lineup, you want to understand that you completely own, you're in power, Pluto's power, Scorpio's power. You completely own how you experience every moment, every situation, every relationship in your life. That everything that happens to you is of your own doing. You have attracted that into your life. So when you understand that you attract what happens to you, you know, that it's not a random thing that the universe sends out, and, you know, it's not. You don't even need to understand why or how or when, none of that. It doesn't really matter in the end. It's just that you are your own internal battery, and you attract magnetically by your own energy application, by your focus, where you set your intentions on, what you place your focus on, where you put your energy, that will come back to you, right? So this is going to really be very clear, and clear in a harmonious way, because this triad between Saturn, Sun, and Moon is harmonious. And it's going to awaken your emotional commitment to what really matters, what really means something to you. Saturn's the great teacher, the timekeeper, and it's going to say, okay, it's time, let's do it. Now, in order to really gauge, you know, what is good for you, what you should be putting your focus on, you know, which basket to put in all your energy, you want to spend a little time alone. Saturn will want you to do that, so you can tune within during this full moon and commit to what brings you great peace, what brings you great joy. This transit with Saturn is also great for negotiation. Now let me go back to the storyline. So why is this so important? Why is this transit with Saturn, Sun, and Moon so important while Mars and Pluto are conjunct, joined together in Capricorn? The reason is that 2 years from now, Saturn is going to come around in Capricorn, the sign that it rules, that it just entered again after 29, 30 years. Saturn's coming around and is going to be conjunct Pluto at almost the very same place that Mars is now together with Pluto. And in fact, Mars and Jupiter will also come around. This is happening in 2020, which is a major year. You can imagine 2020 means perfect vision, right? So 2020 is a major year when we have Saturn-Pluto conjunct early in the year. It's a huge moment. So Mars takes 2 years to go around. So Mars is in that position right now with Pluto, and in 2 years, it's going to come around right at the same time that Saturn will be conjunct Pluto, right? Which doesn't happen often at all. It takes many, many decades for these two to be conjunct each other. So yes, this is a very important moment at this time right now with this full moon also in Scorpio, right? That's the planet that rules, that has co-rulers Mars and Pluto. At this time, this conjunction and forming this triangle with Saturn. This is the birth of something very profound that will really come to a head for you and of course for the world in 2020. So pay attention to what's happening to you, happening around you, to you, what you're focusing on, what you're setting attention on, because the miracles that you want to create in your life are going to happen. They're not going to happen in 2020. They're going to happen a lot sooner. But have faith and have trust, because what you're setting in place now is really going to leave that lasting long-term effect. So in a nutshell, focus on your creative power, be self-assertive, create serenity in your life. Take some time, alone to a place of serenity and peace so you can listen and receive that inner knowing on what to focus on, how to assert yourself, how to move forward confidently, and focus on the keywords of endurance and persistence, right? Creative endurance, like I said, self-assertion, getting ahead, concentration, and you'll be really feeling, in essence, the major effect of this incredible Scorpio full moon. Like I said, it's very intense. It's filled with love, with passion, with this go ahead and let's just do what we're here to do. Let's just lead our life from our heart chakra and share with confidence and with assertiveness, meaning you're not going to take no for an answer. You're not going to listen to others who are naysayers, right? You just know internally what is right for you and move forward. That is the assertiveness you're looking for. And I will see you next in the new moon in Taurus forecast a couple weeks from now. Meanwhile, have a wonderful Scorpio full moon.